I can't say I'm completely shocked, you know, and I hope they understand the import of what they're doing. I'm a little concerned about the speed with which they want to do this. The fact that we've been denied the opportunity to file a reply brief under the current briefing schedule, which is very unusual. It seems as if they're attempting to shoehorn this in a very truncated time period. And I'm also, I have to say, mystified by Justice Long being the presiding judge on this and why the Chief Justice is not participating. That's a complete mystery to me. I have no idea why the Chief Justice is not participating. And that's disappointing because he's the leader of the judiciary. And a judiciary that is in extraordinary conflict. And for them to be without their leader on such an important decision is mystifying to me. So I've only had, you know, we found out about this, you know, I found out about it this morning. You know, I'm going to be interested to see what they do. They're going to make arguments. I don't think that there's really any argument to be made here, but I am a little concerned about the swiftness with which they're trying to get this resolved. I don't know what kind of deadline they're working on.
There was a January 27th date
For briefs.
Yeah.
For briefs.
Not, okay.
But we've been denied in the current briefing schedule the right to submit a reply brief, which is very unusual, which tells me they're in a hurry. And let's face it, everybody, you know, there's some deadlines coming up here, right? Justice Long retires March 1st. So, you know, I don't know exactly what's going on, but the fact that Justice Long is now presiding over this, the Chief Justice has mysteriously absented himself from consideration on this. I think those are all things that people should be questioning as to what's going on over there. And I hope that this is not a resultant search for rationale, because the public is already very skeptical of the conduct of this court in deciding its own compensation, not salary. And, you know, the fact is that some of this stuff is a little bit mystifying to me. But of course, because they're unelected, unresponsive public servants, I'm sure you'll call over there, and I'm sure Winnie Comfort will say she has no comment. You know, because we're not allowed to ask, because they are the exalted elite who don't have to answer any questions from the public about anything, unless it's in their interest to answer them. So those are all questions that I think need to be asked. Where's the Chief Justice? Why is he not involved? Why is Justice Long? Why no reply brief? Why a truncated, accelerated schedule? I mean, if in fact there's no irreparable harm going on here, which is what Judge Feinberg found in denying our stay, then what's the rush? We've been ordered to no longer collect this money, and in fact return money that we had already collected to the judiciary. So why the rush? You know, I hope it's not because Justice Long, who now is apparently presiding over this case, if it's not argued before March 1st, can't participate. Because that would, you know, that type of manipulation of the judicial process would be awfully disconcerting to those of us who hold licenses to practice law in this state, to think that that kind of politics would be going on at the court. I hope not. I have no reason to know one way or the other, because I'm sure they're not going to answer your questions, they're not going to answer mine, I suspect.